The streets were alive with the hum of engines, the roar of cars speeding down the highway like a blur of light. A group of reckless street racers had turned the neighborhood into their personal playground, racing at dangerous speeds, endangering lives with every turn. The police had tried to stop them, but the racers always found a way to slip through, leaving chaos behind. Clint Eastwood had enough of it. He was known for his straight-shooting approach to justice, and today, he wasn't going to let these thrill-seekers get away with putting innocent lives at risk. Clint stood on the side of the road, watching as a group of cars revved their engines, ready for another illegal race. The leader, a cocky young man named Jake, flashed a grin as he noticed Clint in the crowd. "What's this? A spectator?" Jake called out, clearly amused. Clint's eyes narrowed as he locked onto the racer, his gaze unwavering. "You think you're untouchable, don't you?" Clint said, his voice calm but sharp, cutting through the noise of the crowd. Jake smirked and revved his engine, his confidence radiating. "You should be careful, old man. You're in the wrong place." Clint stepped forward, his presence enough to make the crowd take notice. "The only thing I'm in the wrong place for is letting you think you can keep endangering people without consequences." Jake laughed, trying to brush off Clint's words. "You think you can stop us? You think you can do anything about it?" Double asterisk. Clint didn't flinch. He'd seen men like Jake before, brash, cocky, and full of themselves, thinking their speed and reckless behavior made them invincible. "You think your car makes you untouchable? You're just a coward hiding behind the wheel," Clint said, his tone still steady. Jake's smirk faltered for a second, and for the first time Clint saw a hint of doubt cross his face. "What do you mean by that?" Jake asked, his voice turning serious for the first time. "I mean, you're running from something. You're running from responsibility, from the lives you're risking with your stupid games," Clint said, his voice low and filled with conviction. "But you're not running from me." Double asterisk.
Jake's jaw clenched as Clint moved closer, his steps measured, the weight of his words sinking in. The crowd had started to quiet down, sensing the tension between them. "You're going to stop racing tonight," Clint said, his voice still calm but heavy with authority. "You're going to hand over those keys, and we're going to make sure you never hurt anyone again." Jake's hand twitched, and for a brief moment it seemed like he might actually back down. But then his ego kicked in, and he gritted his teeth. "You think you can just stop me? I don't answer to you." Clint's eyes didn't waver. "You'll answer to the law, and you'll answer to the people you've been putting in danger." The standoff lasted only a moment before Jake made his move. He bolted, trying to jump into his car and speed away. But Clint was already ahead of him. With one swift motion, Clint grabbed the keys from the ignition, tossing them aside. The crowd watched in stunned silence as Jake's arrogance turned to frustration. "What now, huh?" Jake shouted, his face red with anger. Clint took a step forward, his calm demeanor unshaken. "Now you're going to answer for the danger you've caused. You're going to face the consequences of thinking you were above the law." As the authorities arrived, Jake was taken away, his racing career ending in a flash. Clint didn't stick around for the praise or recognition. He had done what he came for, made sure justice was served. The streets would be a little safer tonight, and Clint knew there would always be someone willing to stand up when reckless people tried to get away with it. Because when Clint Eastwood steps in, there's no escape from the truth. And if you want to see more of Clint Eastwood's justice, where no one gets away with reckless behavior, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon, because Clint's not done.